Okay guys, now let's continue from the previous project, and now this project is gonna be practical and in reality it's gonna be very important, guys. So we are here. Let's go. Let's delete all this new that we put it inside. Remember guys, the previous project course was about theory. This theory was very important about the React DOM generally, the elements and the components. Now we are going in practice. So we are in this folder. Okay, now let's write npm start we had this previously in the preview course. Just delete this, we don't need. Right now let's delete all these stuffs. Right, we don't need. Okay, now guys, now we are gonna talk about functional components. Okay, and class-based component and class-based components. Okay, so as we told, we have two kinds of components: functional and class-based components. Components are JavaScript functions which accept props and returns elements which show us what appear in the screen. Okay, now this component that we see here, let me show you what this component, guys. Now it's a functional component, right? Cool. Let's create now another component. Remember one thing, guys. As we told, components are functional components in reality, right? Now let's create a functional function. Let's say first. Okay, we have to return something. So we just write return. Now what we want to return? Let's return an h4 tag. Let's write hello from first component. Cool. Now we have to import it inside here. In order to import a component, we have to start from the capital word. Okay, let's see, here is the first. Okay, we have to write the first here, first, and then we have to close, we have to put this and close the tag, right? Let's see right now. Okay, we see hello from first component. Look here, hello. Also we can write something if you want here. Hello, let's put something h1. Hello from central component. Let's write component. Look, this is the central component, right? This is a small component. Also, what we can do? We can create another functional component if we want, okay? Copy this, put it here, just write second, right? Second. Let's write hello from second. Cool. Okay, we have to import the second. I believe that you understand. Second. Here. Say what I'm doing. Okay, look now what is gonna happen. Hello from second. And with the same process we can create more and more and more and more components. Okay, also you can do something else here. Look, we can import this component and this component as many times as you want here. How? Look, we got the first here. Okay, why don't we create again the first here? Look, if I write first, like copy and paste it, look here, we got the first component here again. It's like copy it every time. You can do the same again, right? Look, we have 3 components, the same component. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, the same again, right? We can do the same thing for this. Look. Okay, did you see? Another things that we can do, as we told, we haven't told, now we are going to talk. So component have props. Okay, what it means? It has some own properties. For example, if we put here props equal 1, okay, now we can go here in function, just write props, okay, it inherits the props now from this, and we can just write here hello from, look, if I write in curly brackets in order to take this, okay, let me see. Also props, you can name it, for example, let's say property, let's say number, guys, number, okay, number. Okay, this is props. We can take the number as props, but I just write the word of props here inside the function. If I write here the props dot number, look what is gonna happen. We see the number 1. Okay, we can do the same things the same thing here. Okay, let's put, if we put the 2, look here now, it takes the 2, this, because here we gave the component is the same, but we change some properties. Okay, every component has some properties. We put specific properties, right? So this component has this property, and with the props we pass the specific property, props.number. Okay, the props.number is 1 because we gave the 1 here. Now the same component has another, we rendered now the same component, but it has another property. Look, number 2. Okay, props.number, it takes the 2. And the same thing happened, let's second, okay, second number equal, let's write 4. We wrote 4 here. Let's see what is gonna happen. How we are gonna create this, guys? Imagine, it's not so difficult. We have to put in function here the props, okay, and now here curly brackets and props dot what did we write here? Number. Also, you can just write something else. For example, blah blah. Props dot blah. Look, we have the 4. But in order to be more precise in what you want to write, just write something. For example, if you have a number, write the number, okay? In order to understand what you are doing. It's up to you. Okay. So we can pass props components from parent component to child components. So all these guys are good, but imagine if we are gonna create many components, it's gonna be a house here, okay? So we can separate these components. How? Look now what we are gonna do. Function. Okay, we can create this component now. Look, let's write first, okay? First, for example, .gs. RFC, okay, is gonna appear this. It's a functional component. Cool. We put here the props, right? As we told you here, we have to put the props in order to take the property. We don't need this right now, or just copy only the container. Control copy, go to first now, just write this. We don't want the return because we already have return, right? Go here, delete all this, we don't need now, okay? And of course, yeah, first number 1, okay. And blah. First, where is because we imported a component here. Second, we don't have. Let's delete and second. Before deleting the second, okay, let's write something else. Go here. Now, guys, we have to import this. Sorry about this, guys. Now we have to import this component, okay? Here, but before importing, let's write something else. Export. I'm gonna put it here for default first. Okay, now what we can see here in a separate component, we are just creating a component here, guys, and now as you can see, and we need to export this component. As we can see here, we export this in order to have the ability to import this component in this central function. Okay, how we can import? Look, we have to go out from this component, from the central here. We have to go out from this here, the central, and import it above here. So import, we have to write the name of this component is first from, put here this line, and we need the dot, look, the destination, and look here, it appears, we have the first here, first, nice. We imported this in central now. We have to import the component here now in functions. Okay, the same way as I explained you previously. So we have to write first, look, first, and boom guys, we got the component, hello from component, look, hello from, and we pass it as props as I told you previously. We got the component. Now we don't have the number, okay, props.number, because we don't have here the property. Let's write the number equal, let's write 1. Okay, look, now we got the 1, and we can do the same thing. Look, control copy, number 2, let's put 2. 3, look, we can create as many we want in this way. In reality, we repeat and we render every time the same component, but we pass here different properties. So now what else we can do? We can convert it, as I told you. Also there is another component. Okay, let me do now. We don't need this, guys. Okay, I'm not going to do the same. It's exactly the same process. Also, let me disable this. I'm gonna okay, let's this snippet, I'm gonna show you how to take this snippet. Go here. If you don't have let me see, if you don't do this many times, you forget it. You have to download here, install here the ES7 React Redux ES7 React, let me see, don't remember very well. React Redux snippet. Okay, this simple extension for React Redux in JavaScript with ES7. You have to download this extension. Download, install, just press okay, this guys, ES7 React Redux GraphQL React Native. I already have it. Okay, here somewhere you will see install. You have to push it and you are okay. I'm gonna do a specific tut about these extensions. Let me see. Now let's convert it. So export default class app. I'm gonna write it. I don't want to put it like this. So let's maybe. Now let's create a class component. I'm just gonna do this thing. I'm gonna disable comment all these guys, and what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, let's close it. Right. So we need import. You know, guys, maybe it's better. Import React from React. Good. We need to put here component. Right. We are gonna create a functional component right now. So we have to start with the name of class base component. We create a class base component right now. The class, let's put app. Okay, class app extends. We have to write the extends and then the component. Okay, we have to put the render method. We have to render it because we create a class based component. We need the render method, and of course inside the render we need the return. Put the parentheses, and now we just have to put the div. And of course we need to export this. Export default app. Right. The reason that we exported it, look, the app here, is because we need to import it here in index.js. Look, if we don't export it here, we will not where is that? Here, if we will not export it like this, we will not see it here, and generally is not gonna work the app. Right. Now guys, next step that let's see this. Okay, let's take the first. Control copy. Cool. We are gonna put it here, right? And of course we got problem. Look, the good thing with React is that let us know if there is a problem. First is undefined. Of course it's undefined because we haven't imported. Import first from first, right? And now look, we got the first component, like the same process like this. Okay, like this component, right? We can also do the same. Look, control copy, paste, number 2. The same thing. right. Okay, this was the class-based component, right? It's good learning it, because later we are gonna talk about in the next tut, I think. Maybe in two tuts we are in the next tut we are gonna talk about the state. So I will not explain right now the difference about the class, base and functional component. You have to keep in mind only that we have two components, two kinds of components. This is the class-based component, okay, and you have to create it like this. Also, if you don't want to put this here, you have to write here react dot component. Look, it's the same, but it's better the previous way. Look, putting this, and you don't have to write here the react. So guys, this was the tutorial about the functional and class-based component, and generally how to input things, properties. So see you in the next lesson.